Sorry. जी बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बाद. Respected elders, brothers, friends, we are doing tafseer of Qisarus Surah, the small surahs which we normally recite in our daily salats. We've covered up to وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. Imam Shafi'i rahmatullahi alayhi had said, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only revealed this surah in the Qur'an, it would be enough for us to take lesson from. Because Allah has described so beautifully in there what we need to do. Value time, don't waste it. Believe, work righteous deeds, and encourage one another to uphold the truth and advise one another to do sabr and be patient in everything, all matters. When you get angry, when you need something and you don't have it, you want more money but you can't earn it, be patient. So sabr is extremely beneficial and important. In one hadith, our Prophet ﷺ said, مَا أُعْطِيَ أَحَدٌ عَطَاءً خَيْرًا وَأَوْسَعَ مِنَ الصَّبْرِ. No one is given any gift which is better and more encompassing and broader than sabr. If a person is given sabr, then that's the best gift a person can get. So, we have to advise one another to do sabr and advise one another to uphold the truth. Don't fall for the batil. This is how the surah came to a close. Next surah which we are reading today is Suratul Humazah. Makki surah, 9 verses. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَيْلٌ لِكُلِّ هُمَزَةٍ لُمَزَةٍ. Woe unto every slanderer and mocker, scorner. الَّذِي جَمَعَ مَالًا وَعَدَّدَهُ. One who amasses wealth and keeps on counting it. يَحْسَبُ أَنَّ مَالَهُ أَخْلَدَهُ. He thinks that his wealth has made him immortal. كَلَّا, never. لَيُنْبَذَنَّ فِي الْحُطَمَةِ. He will definitely be thrown into the crusher. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْحُطَمَةِ. And what will make you understand and know and realize what the crusher is? Narullahil muqada. The fire of Allah which has been fueled, lit up. Allati tattali'u ala al-af'ida. Which mounts directed at the heart, which peeps upon the heart, which gets to the heart. Innaha alayhim mu'sada. Indeed, it will be closed down upon them fi amadim mumaddada, in columns which will be extended, long columns in which they will be kept. Wailun likulli humazatin lumaza. Wail means woe, destruction, doomed, destroyed. And it is also the name of a valley in Jahannam, from which Jahannam itself seeks Allah's protection. Huge punishment in there. So, woe and destruction upon every person who is humaza and lumaza. Hams means to slander by speech, and lums means to scorn by action. Sometimes you swear at person with 2 fingers, you take your tongue out at them, you indicate toward them with your eyes. This in Arabic is called lums. So anyone who slanders people and scorns and makes fun of people and mocks at them is called humaza, lumaza. Now these 2 sighas are of mubalagha, exaggeration and too much. If you make mistake now, here and then, once in a while, then that person is not called humaza, lumaza. His nature is not like that. He made a mistake. But this is a person who's habitual scorner and slanderer. Now, he always looks for faults in other people and scorns them, makes fun of them, slanders people. He belittles people. He never thinks about himself, of who he is and how many faults he himself has. But he's always worried about looking for faults in other people, backbiting people, causing fights and frictions and arguments among people. This is his behavior. Such people who are always backbiting, scorning, it's woe unto them. Destruction, they will be destroyed, doomed in the fire of Jahannam. Along with this bad habit of slandering people and finding faults and belittling people, he also gathers wealth and keeps on counting it. Meaning, he has takabbur, pride in him, that's why he mocks at people. And along with that takabbur and haughtiness, he has love, extreme love for the wealth, and he's greedy, and his hirs and greed has no limits. Most of the time, those who have pride are also stingy and keep on counting, and they get a buzz out of counting money, looking at the bank statement and feeling happy and chuffed at the increase in the statement and becoming wealthy and millionaire. So this is his habit. يَحْسَبُ أَنَّ مَالَهُ أَخْلَدَ. It seems, the way he behaves, it seems that he feels that his wealth has made him immortal. أَخْلَدَ يُخْلِدُ إِخْلَادًا means to make someone stay forever. Khulud means eternity. So his behavior seems to portray that he thinks that he is immortal. This wealth is never going to fade away. Like in Surah Al-Kahf we read, the owner of the 2 gardens said, "Ma adhunnu an tabida hadhihi abada." I don't think this wealth of mine is ever going to finish. I'm going to live in this luxury forever and ever. Kalla, nay. Kalla means never. That's not right. It's not going to happen. Something else is going to happen. Kalla, never. Layumbadhanna fil hutamati. He will definitely be thrown into the crusher. Layumbadhanna, nabadha yambidhu means to throw. He will be flung and thrown into the crusher. Hatama yahtimu means to crush. And hutama is sigha of mubalagha, which means to crush severely. So he will be thrown into the crusher. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْحُطَمَةُ. What will make you realize and understand what is the crusher? Let me tell you what it is. Allah said, the crusher which will crush him is Narullahi al-Muqada, the fire of Allah which is fueled. That fire was not lit up by anyone else but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is the creator of that fire. And al-Muqada, awqada yuqidu means to light, to fuel. It's been fueled, it's ready, it's prepared. he will be thrown in there. In another place, وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةُ, the fuel to increase the fire will be men and stones. The idols which they used to worship, they will be thrown, and those idols will increase the intensity of the heat of the fire. So it is that fire which is lit up, الَّتِي تَطَّلِعُ عَلَى الْأَفْئِدَةِ, which mounts and targets directly at the heart. The fire in dunya burns the skin, but this fire will burn the skin and the flesh and reach the heart and burn the heart as well. May Allah protect us from that fire. So the fire is intelligent, it knows where to target and where to get. So it will reach, penetrate deep inside the body, alal afida. Afida is plural of fuad, heart, into the heart. And innaha alayhim mu'sada. Indeed, they in that fire will be closed down and locked upon. Mu'sada is asada yusidu, which means to completely close and lock down. They will be locked inside those fires into the areas which will be designated for each of them. Fi amadim mumaddada, in columns which will be extended. Amad means umud, pillar, long pillars. You see massive buildings, structures, palaces, they have very long pillars. So in the fire, the columns will have long extended pillars, so they will not be able to get out of them. Now remember, the bodies of those who will go in Jahannam will be increased, enlarged. They will be gigantic when they are thrown into the fire of Jahannam. Some will be so big that their sitting space will be from Medina to Rabza, which is about 36 miles. Some will be so big that their jaws will be like Mount Uhud. Their bodies, their skins will be very thick. Thick to the extent that some people's skin will be so thick that it would take a person 3 days to cover the thickness of that skin. So their bodies will be enlarged, and then they will be thrown into the fire, and they will have the columns of their own in which they will suffer the punishment. May Allah protect us from the fire of Jahannam. So the message of the surah is, don't slander anyone, don't scorn anyone, don't mock anyone, and don't be greedy and stingy, because this greed, stinginess, counting money all the time creates pride in the heart, and the pride is what makes a person scorn and mock at other people. Stay away from these bad habits, because these habits will take a person into the fire of Jahannam, and the fire of Jahannam's azab is severe. May Allah protect us. In the previous surah, Surah Al-Takathur as well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warned us against needlessly gathering wealth and boasting over one another through what we possess and what we have earned. So over here as well, similar message, don't fall for the dunya. दुनिया से दिल लगाकर दुनिया से क्या मिलेगा, दुनिया से दिल लगाकर दुनिया से क्या मिलेगा, याद खुदा किए जा तुझको खुदा मिलेगा, याद खुदा किए जा तुझको खुदा मिलेगा. फिक्र दुनिया करके देखा, फिक्र उक़बा करके देख, छोड़कर अब जिक्र सारे जिक्र मौला करके देख. Leave all zikr and do zikr of Allah. Leave the zikr of dunya and do the zikr of Allah. So these are the messages of these surahs. Next surah, Suratul Fil, is also regarding someone. It's also regarding someone who was haughty, proud, and in his haughtiness, he came to destroy Ka'batullah Sharif, but he himself was destroyed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the story which every child knows about Abraha and the elephants. who traveled from Yemen in order to destroy Ka'batullah Sharif. But when they reached close to Makkah Mukarramah in the valley of Muhassar, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Ababil who had stones of baked clay, hardened, one in their beak and two in their claws. And they came in flocks and huge numbers and threw those stones from the heavens, and they fell upon the army like a heavy bullet, and they would hit someone on the head and go right through his body out of the bottom, or any other part of the body, it would pierce through the body. And they were poisonous. It created poison. Some were destroyed instantly, others ran away, fled. Along the way they were destroyed. Others reached their hometown, but when they reached there, that's when they fell and succumbed to their death. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning the story of the people of the elephant. Allah says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. Have you not seen how your Rabb dealt with the people of the elephants? Alam yaj'al kaydahum fi tadlil. Did he not turn their plot into ruins? وَأَرْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ طَيْرًا أَبَابِيلَ. And he sent upon them birds in flocks. تَرْمِيهِمْ بِحِجَارَةٍ مِّن سِجِّيلٍ. Striking them with stones of hard clay. فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. And he made them like eaten straw. Alam tara, have you not seen? In Quran, many places you will read Alam tara. What it means is Alam ta'lam. Have you no knowledge of this? Do you not know? So for knowledge, the word ruyat and seeing is used. Have you not seen? Meaning, do you not know of these people? كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل. How your Rabb dealt with the companions of the elephants. Fil in Arabic means elephants, and ashab means companions. These were people who came from Yemen, Abraha and his army. Some narrations say there were 60,000 of them. Some say 30,000. And they had 13 elephants with them. And why did they travel? Because they were really angry at the maqbuliyat and the acceptance in the eyes of the community and admiration of people for Ka'batullah Sharif. Abraha was the king of Yemen. From the Abyssinian side, Najashi. So, he was Christian. Christianity had come from Ethiopia to Yemen. He had some arguments with some other governor who was appointed by Ethiopian King Negus. They fought among themselves. He killed the opponent. Negus was angry. So he sent a message to Abraha, I'm bringing a huge army to finish you off. But Abraha said sorry, apologized, and he promised the Christian king that I will make a huge massive church for you over here, and I will invite all the Arabs to come here, and all the money and wealth will gather over here. Negus was happy, and he gave him permission. He kept him as the ruler. He made a massive church, so big tower that if you would look at it, your topi would fall. And he adorned it, decorated it with various things. This was made in Sana'a, the capital of Yemen, which is known as Sana'a today. So he invited people to come there, and he stopped people from going to Kaaba Sharif. He said, why are you going to Makkah, to Kaaba? It's old, and it's, very far away. This is something new, so beautiful. You should come here and spend your wealth over here. So some of the people of that area started coming towards there. However, the Arabs were angered by this, especially the Arabs of Quraysh. And they felt that Ka'batullah Sharif is the house of Allah built by their forefather Ibrahim alayhi salam, which deserves visit more than anywhere else. So they were angered, and someone from Quraysh traveled to Sana'a, and he went in the church and he was looking around, and when no one was watching, he sat down there and defecated and urinated in there, and then fled without anyone seeing him, catching him. So they realized who did this and found out that it was the Qurashi who came here. They sent this message to Abraha, who was angered. Another incident is mentioned, that some of the Arabs came there to see it, visit it, and one day it was very windy. They lit a fire close to the church, and the wind took the fire inside, and the whole church and the wood and everything decorated was burnt, and it fell. So Najashi, the Abraha, was angered with this, and he decided to take a huge army and crush Makkah Mukarramah. He set off. Along the way, many Arab tribes tried to stop him, but they were defeated due to the might of his force and his army. He reached Wadi Muhassar, name of a valley near Makkah Mukarramah. He was camped there. Abdul Muttalib, the grandfather of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam, gathered the people of Makkah, as he was the mutawalli, caretaker, guardian of Kaaba Sharif. So he gathered everyone and said to them that he's got a huge army and elephants, and we can't tackle him. So he's defeated everyone along the way. The only way is we supplicate to Allah and ask him to protect his own house. So he gathered everyone, he made du'as near Kaaba Sharif, and then he told people to disperse into the nearby mountains and let Allah deal with him. Then he came to Kaaba Sharif again, and he held on to the cloth covering of Kaaba, ghilaf of Kaaba, and he cried his eyes out and said, "Oh Allah, please, we are powerless, we are weak, we can't fight this huge army. You protect your house and take care of us." He made lots of du'as, and then he went to Abraha, and Abraha showed him some respect. He thought that he's come to make peace with him, but Abdul Muttalib talks about something else, about his camels. Abraha gave him the camels. Abdul Muttalib returned, and when Abraha on the following day intended to take his elephants towards Kaaba Sharif, the elephants just sat down, they wouldn't stand up. His intention was to tie the Kaaba in chains with the elephants and pull it and destroy it brick by brick, piece by piece. So the elephants would not stand up. One of the elephants was named Mahmud. He was the largest and the greatest and the strongest among them. They tried to beat the elephant, hit him, but he wouldn't stand up. They turned his face around the other direction. He stood up and started running. But they turned him around Kaaba Sharif, but he wouldn't take a single step towards Kaaba. And while this was happening, he couldn't understand. Abraha was angry as well. And all of a sudden, they see birds coming from the side of the sea. Near Makkah Mukarramah, some miles away, there is a sea. So from the seaside, water side, some birds are coming. They are ababil. Their beaks were like predators, birds, and their claws were massive. But the birds in themselves were not so big. They had stones of baked clay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put in their beaks and in their claws for 3 stones, and they were in massive numbers, huge flocks of birds flying fast, and they came and covered the whole army of Abraha, and they threw those stones upon them, and those stones acted like a bullet and pierced through the bodies of the army, and the whole army was scattered here and there. People ran. Abraha was also struck. He ran, but he was among those who managed to reach back home. But as soon as he reached home, he died. Some say he died along the way. And the whole army was dispersed, separated. Now, Abdul Muttalib and everyone saw the Ababil and saw everything that happened, because they were on the mountains. They saw it with their own eyes. And they thanked Allah. They came down to the house of Allah, did tawaf, thanked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for protecting the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, this incident happened in the same year our Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam came into this dunya. It was 50 days before the birth of the Prophet. Now, this was a sign. Tafsir Uthmani writes that this was a sign to the Christian community that this Prophet is coming, and no amount of hostility you show to this Prophet will be able to stop him. Allah will protect this Prophet like he has protected the house. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will spread his message around the globe, and no one will be able to harm him. And this also put an awe and rob in the hearts of the communities around Makkah Mukarramah. All the other tribes began to show huge respect to Quraysh. And they said Quraysh are special people. They are people for whom Allah sent Ababil. Ababil came to help them. Allah loves these people. So wherever Quraysh went after this on their journeys and travels, people would respect them, host them, feed them, make them comfortable. This is why this surah is followed by Li'ilafi Quraysh. Both surahs are intertwined, have similar message. So over here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding people of this huge incident, historical incident, by saying, have you not seen how your Rabb treated and dealt with the companions of the elephants? Did he not put their plan into ruin? They came to ruin Kaaba, but they themselves were ruined. They came to destroy Kaaba, but they were destroyed. وَأَرْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ طَيْرًا أَبَابِيلَ. He sent over them flying birds in flocks. Ababil, some say Ababil means flocks, huge amount, sections upon sections, because birds fly in groups. So many groups of various birds. Some Mufassirin say Ababil is plural of Ibil. And it's a type of bird. Perhaps it has some resemblance with camels, and camel is called Ibil. Maybe for that reason it's called Ibil, and the Jama is Ababil. Wallahu a'lam. So he sent upon them birds which are called Ababil, or birds in huge flocks. And they were throwing upon them stones of baked clay. Sijil is Arabic word, but originally it's a Persian word. It means sange gil. So sang means patthar, stone, and gil means mitti. So pakki mitti ka patthar. From sange gil, it was made sijil. So they were throwing upon them very hard stones of baked clay. فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. He made them like scattered straw. Animals, when they eat the fodder, after they have ate all the grass, little bit of scattered straws are left here and there. You will see in fields where cows and sheep and camels graze, that they eat, and sometimes in winter they are given the dry hay. So they eat all the hay and the straws, and there are pieces scattered everywhere. You might have to clean it, sweep it, if it's in your courtyard. So the whole army was like that scattered straw. Asfun means straw and ma'kul means eaten. Akala means eat. They were like the straws which are eaten and scattered around everywhere. This is how Surah Al-Fil comes to a close. Next surah is Surah Quraysh. لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ. In order to give accustomed security to Quraysh, إِيلَافِهِمْ رِحْلَةَ الشِّتَاءِ وَالصَّيْفِ, to make them accustomed with the journeys of winter and summer. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. Therefore, they should worship the Rabb of this house, الَّذِي أَطْعَمَهُم مِّن جُوعٍ, who fed them in hunger, وَآمَنَهُم مِّن خَوْفٍ, and gave them safety, security from fear. لِإِيلَافِ, lam is harf jar, and it is connected to the previous surah, meaning فَعَلْنَا بِأَصْحَابِ الْفِيلِ مَا فَعَلْنَا لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ. We did with the people of elephant what we did in order to give accustomed security to Quraysh. Ilaf is from ulfat. Ulfat means unsiyat, to customize someone with something, to make someone familiar with something. So we did that incident with people of elephant in order to create ulfat, unsiyat, and muhabbat and love of Quraysh into the hearts of people that surround them. And ilafihim, in order to make them accustomed and easy for them their journeys of shita and sayf. Rihla means journey, traveling, and shita means winter, sayf means summer. Now, Quraysh lived around Makkah, and nothing grows around Makkah. There is no farmland, no gardens, no orchards around Makkah. Around Medina there are farmlands and orchards and date trees and you name it. But around Makkah Mukarramah it's all mountainous area. So nothing would grow there. They would depend on things coming from outside. So they would travel twice a year. In winter they would travel down south towards Yemen, because Yemen was relatively hot in comparison to Makkah in winter. So they would get a little bit of heat by traveling down south. And they would go to Yemen, and Yemen was extremely prosperous at that time. It was the center of textiles at that time, like Japan maybe now. So all textile and cloth and everything was produced there. So they used to travel there and make business and make lots of money. And in summer, they would travel upwards towards Sham, Syria, because Sham up north is relatively cooler than Makkah Mukarramah. So they would get some coolness in that journey towards Sham. And in Sham, there was lots of other things like olives and figs and many trading things. They would purchase those things from there. And along the journey, people would respect them. Allah made these journeys easy for them through the incident of Fil. Prophet ﷺ was sent as a prophet 40 years later. So during these 40-year period, Quraysh, wherever they went, they would be respected. And then when Prophet ﷺ came, he was blessed with prophethood. The people also realized that this prophet is from Quraysh, who were supported and helped by Allah. So in the beginning there was hostility from Quraysh. So people stayed at a distance, they were reserved. But when the hostility ended in the year of Sulh Hudaybiyah, in the year 6 after Hijrah, and then Fateh Makkah, all these tribes who were waiting, they immediately rushed to Medina Munawwara, embraced Islam, and the whole Arabian Peninsula embraced Islam and accepted Islam. So this all began right from beginning, before the birth of the Prophet ﷺ. So Allah is saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made Quraysh accustomed to the journeys in the winter and summer, so that everything can be made easy for them. When Allah did so much for them, gave them this honor and this awe and inspiration and robe and love, then فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ, they should appreciate this favor of Allah and worship the Rabb of this house. Worship Allah, فَلْيَعْبُدُوا. This worship, they should do worship in the correct manner. They shouldn't worship just by what they were doing of whistling near Kaaba and clapping hands while going around Kaaba. That is not the worship which needs to be done. The worship, ibadat, should be done according to the way shown by Allah through this Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who's bringing this Quran. Meaning, follow this Prophet. Worship Allah in the manner in which this Prophet is teaching you. So they should worship Allah, who has sent Muhammadur Rasulullah as his prophet, messenger, who shows you the correct way of worshipping Allah. So they should worship Allah, the Rabb of this bayt, this house, which he protected from Abraha and the huge armies. الَّذِي يَطْعَمُهُم مِّن جُوعٍ. And along with being the Rabb of this house, he also fed them in hunger. There was nothing to eat, but Allah would provide for them. In another place, Allah said, أَوَلَمْ نُمَكِّنْ لَهُمْ حَرَمًا آمِنًا يُجْبَى إِلَيْهِ ثَمَرَاتُ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ رِزْقًا مِّن لَدُنَّا وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. Have we not provided for them haram, which is full of security, and all the fruits from other cities are brought to it? Fruits used to grow in Taif. The grapes of Taif were well known, and the dates of Medina were well known, and other things. And they were all brought to Medina, Makkah Mukarramah, because of the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam, وَارْزُقْهُم مِّنَ الثَّمَرَاتِ لَعَلَّهُم يَشْكُرُونَ. My Rabb, I am leaving my family over here, do this for them, and give them fruits to eat. So all types of fruits were brought over there. This is Allah's ni'mat upon them, who fed them in hunger, and وَآمَنَهُم مِّن خَوْفٍ, and gave them security in fear. Other people around Haram were attacked by bandits, highway robbers, looted, robbed, and killed, murdered. But Makkah Mukarramah was secure. No Daku, no bandit, no robber would attack Makkah. They would say, this is Haram, Haram Sharif, Hudud Haram. We can't attack them. They are special people. So the people of Makkah, Quraysh, should appreciate this favor of Allah, that Allah gave them safety, security in fear. This is the meaning of this surah. We'll translate both surahs again. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. Did you not see how your Rabb dealt with the companions of the elephants? Alam yaj'al kaydahum fi tadlil. Did he not put their plan into ruin? Tadlil means misguidance, error, dalal. So it means ruin. He ruined their plans. وَأَرْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ طَيْرًا أَبَابِيلَ. And he sent upon them birds in flocks and huge numbers. تَرْمِيهِمْ بِحِجَارَةٍ مِّن سِجِّيلٍ. Striking them with stones of baked clay. فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. And he turned them into straw which is eaten, meaning scattered everywhere. The whole army was scattered around, someone lying here, someone there, someone along the way, someone managed to reach, all the army dispersed. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ. For making Quraysh accustomed and familiar with people, and people familiar with them. إِيلَافِهِمْ رِحْلَةَ الشِّتَاءِ وَالصَّيْفِ. And making them familiar with the journeys of winter and summer. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. Pondering over these favors, they should worship the Rabb of this house, الَّذِي أَطْعَمَهُم مِّن جُوعٍ. Who fed them in hunger, وَآمَنَهُم مِّن خَوْفٍ. And gave them safety, security in fear. وَآمَنَهُم مِّنْ خَوْفٍ. You know, whenever you fear someone or something, read this surah repeatedly and Allah will give you aman in your khawf. Whether it's a zalim or a robber or bandit or anyone you fear, any fear. Read this often, many times, not once, twice, as often as you could, and ponder over the meaning of وَآمَنَهُم مِّنْ خَوْفٍ, and Allah will give you khawf. I sometimes mention the incident of this Haji Sahib over here in Bolton. He was elderly, chacha, white beard. He learned how to drive the car. He passed his test. And then one day he met me in Masjidur Rahman. After the salat, he said to him, Maulana Sahib, I've passed my test. But when I'm driving and some truck or van comes from ahead, I start shaking and I panic. It seems like I'm going to have an accident. So please give me some taweez or something to wear. I said, Haji Sahib, taweez later, I'll give you this wazifa. In those days, I had done tafsir of this surah over there, and I read somewhere in Tafsir Mazari or Marif al-Quran somewhere that this is for peace, safety. I said, when you sit in your car and before turning the key, hold the steering wheel and read Surah Quraysh. لِإِلَافِ قُرَيْشِ إِلَافِ إِبْرِيَ فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ الَّذِي يَطْعَمُهُمْ مِنْ خَوْفٍ. And then you turn the key. Inshallah, your fear will go away. And Chacha started doing that. After a few days, Maulana Sahib, but do khauf nahi ho. Alhamdulillah, all fear is gone, and I drive my car without fear now, alhamdulillah. So Allah's kalam has barakat in it. You read it and get the barakat from the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah, 3 surahs covered today. I wanted to cover the 4th one as well, but no, Hafiz Muhammad Pandur Sahib is here. Ajao bhai. पढ़नी पढ़नी बड़े हमरे नहीं है फायदा उठावे ना कोई किसी बात नहीं
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम सलामुन अला इबादिल्लाहि इस्तफा सलामुन अलल मुरसलीन अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मद व अला आलि मुहम्मद वंजिल मकानल मुकर्रम इंदक अल्लाहुम्मा रब्बाति दावतिल कामति व सलातिन नाफियति सल्लि अला मुहम्मद व अदनी रिज़ल्ला तस्कतु वारु अबदा अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मदिन अब्दिका व रसूलिका व सल्लि अलल मुमिनीन वल मुमिनात वल मुस्लिमीन वल मुस्लिमात अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मद व अला आलि मुहम्मद व बारिक अला मुहम्मद व अला आलि मुहम्मद व अला मुहम्मद व अला मुहम्मद कमा सल्लैत व बारकत व रहिमत अला इब्राहीम व अला आलि इब्राहीम इन्नका हमीदुम मजीद अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मद व अला आलि मुहम्मद कमा सल्लैत अला आलि इब्राहीम इन्नका हमीदुम मजीद अल्लाहुम्मा बारिक अला मुहम्मद व अला आलि मुहम्मद कमा बारकत अला आलि इब्राहीम इन्नका हमीदुम मजीद अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मद व अला आलि मुहम्मद कमा सल्लैत अला आलि इब्राहीम इन्नका हमीदुम मजीद व बारिक अला मुहम्मद व अला आलि मुहम्मद कमा बारकत अला आलि इब्राहीम इन्नका हमीदुम मजीद अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मद व अला आलि मुहम्मद कमा सल्लैत अला इब्राहीम इन्नका हमीदुम मजीद अल्लाहुम्मा बारिक अला मुहम्मद व अला आलि मुहम्मद कमा बारकत अला इब्राहीम इन्नका हमीदुम मजीद अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मद व अला आलि मुहम्मद कमा सल्लैत अला इब्राहीम व अला आलि इब्राहीम इन्नका हमीदुम मजीद व बारिक अला मुहम्मद व अला आलि मुहम्मद कमा बारकत अला इब्राहीम इन्नका हमीदुम मजीद اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ال ابراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ال ابراهيم في العالمين انك حميد مجيد اللهم صل على محمد وازواجه وذريته كما صليت على ال ابراهيم وبارك على محمد وازواجه وذريته كما باركت على ال ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ازواجه وذريته كما صليت على ال ابراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى ازواجه وذريته كما باركت على ال ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد اللهم صل على محمد النبي وازواجه امهات المؤمنين وذريته وآل بيته كما صليت على إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وترحم على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما ترحمت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم ترحم على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما ترحمت على إبراهيم إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم تحنن على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما تحننت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما سلمت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك وسلم على محمد وعلى آل محمد وعلى محمد وعلى محمد كما صليت وباركت وترحمت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم صل على محمد عبدك ورسولك كما صليت على آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على آل إبراهيم اللهم صل على محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وبارك على محمد النبي الأمي كما باركت على إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم صل على محمد عبدك ورسولك النبي الأمي وعلى آل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد صلاة تكون لك رضا ولو جزاء ولحق أداء وات الوسيلة والفضيلة والمقام المحمود الذي وعدته وجزينا ما هو أهل وجزي أفضل ما جازيت نبيا القومي ورسولا أمتي وصل على جميع إخواني من النبيين والصالحين يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم صل على محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل بيته كما صليت على إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم صل علينا معهم اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل بيته كما باركت على إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك علينا معهم صلوات الله وصلوات المؤمنين على محمد النبي الأمي اللهم اجعل صلواتك ورحمتك وبركاتك على محمد وعلى محمد كما جعلت على آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وصلى الله على النبي الأمي التحيات لله والصلوات والطيبات والسلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله التحيات الطيبات والصلوات لله السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله التحيات لله الطيبات والصلوات لله السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله التحيات المباركات الصلوات الطيبات لله سلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته سلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله بسم الله وبالله التحيات لله والصلوات والطيبات السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أسأل الله الجنة وأعوذ بالله من النار التحيات الزاكيات لله الطيبات الصلوات لله السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله بسم الله وبالله خير الأسماء التحيات الطيبات الصلوات لله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا وأن الساعة آتية لا ريب فيها السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين اللهم اغفر لنا واهدنا التحيات الطيبات والصلوات والملك لله السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته بسم الله التحيات لله الصلوات لله الزاكيات لله السلام على النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين شهدت أن لا إله إلا الله شهدت أن محمدا رسول الله التحيات الطيبات الصلوات الزاكيات لله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأن محمدا عبده ورسوله السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين التحيات الطيبات الصلوات الزاكيات لله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبد الله ورسوله السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين التحيات الصلوات لله السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين التحيات لله الصلوات الطيبات والسلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله التحيات المباركات الصلوات الطيبات لله السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله بسم الله والسلام على رسول الله
अल्लाहुम्मा बिहम्दिक नशहदु अल्ला इलाहा इल्ला अंत नस्तगफिरुक व नतूबु इलैक। क़ुर्ब नसीब फरमाइए, सरकार की मोहब्बत अता फरमाइए। या अल्लाह इत्तिबाए सुन्नत की तौफ़ीक अता फरमाइए, हमारी ईमान को दुरुस्त फरमाइए, इस्तिक़ामत अता फरमाइए, हमारा रमज़ान कबूल फरमाइए, हमारे रोज़े कबूल फरमाइए। या अल्लाह जो आफ़त आई हुई है वायरस की शक्ल में, इससे नजात अता फरमाइए, इस बला को दूर फरमाइए। और या अल्लाह आफ़ियत नसीब फरमाइए, जल्दी से नॉर्मालिटी की तरफ ले आइए, हमारी मसाजिद को आबाद फरमाइए। या अल्लाह मसाजिद वीरान हो गई हैं, परवरदिगार आलम आप नाराज़ हो गए हैं। या अल्लाह आप खुश हो जाइए, आप राज़ी हो जाइए, मसाजिद को फिर से आबाद फरमा दीजिए, हरमैन शरीफ़ैन को आबाद फरमा दीजिए, पूरे आलम इस्लाम पर रहम फरमाइए, इस्लाम और मुसलमानों का बोल बाला फरमाइए, इस्लाम और मुसलमानों को फिर से इज़्ज़त क़ुव्वत शौकत और गलबा नसीब फरमाइए, हर जगह अमन व अमान की फ़िज़ा कायम फरमाइए। या अल्लाह तमाम शुरकाए दुआ के दिलों में जितनी भी जायज़ मुरादें हैं, नेक मकासिद हैं, उन सब में कामयाबी अता फरमाइए। अल्लाह हम सब को हर तरह की खैर और बरकत से माला माल फरमाइए, हर किस्म के शुरूर और फितनों और बलाओं और आफ़तों और मुसीबतों और बीमारियों और सिकनेस से हम सब की हिफाजत फरमाइए। हमारी टूटी फूटी दुआएं सुन लीजिए। कुरान पाक को पढ़ने, समझने, उस पर अमल करने, उसकी नशर व इशाअत करने की तौफ़ीक़ नसीब फरमाइए। रब्बना तक़ब्बल मिन्ना इन्नका अंतस समीउल अलीम व तुब अलैना इन्नका अंतत तव्वाबुर रहीम। सल्लल्लाहु व सल्लिम अला सय्यिदिना मुहम्मद व आलिहि व सहबिहि अजमईन बिरहमतिका या अरहमर राहिमीन। अभी 4-5 मिनट हैं, दुआएं जारी रखें, छोड़े नहीं दुआ को।